to his terms up. Okay. And, he's just trying to stay out of, the back and forth, that goes on, being the chairman. I think what's going to happen is that he'll serve out his term, but I think there'll be an appointment. Watch who the next appointment to the Federal Reserve is, okay? That will be the next leader of the Federal Reserve, okay? And I think it's just a matter of, the next, when they announce that, we have to look at who that guy is. He'll be the leader behind the leader, so to speak, okay? There you have it. You got the whole story right there. Just ask Chuck, I'll straighten you out.
Okay. Do you think that tomorrow morning with GDP, fourth quarter GDP, which in my opinion doesn't mean that much going into the first quarter, especially with the change in administration, do you think that's also going to be a nothing burger, or are we hoping for something there?
Well, here's what I know. January, Chuck, January ended up for the year. And if you play the odds into percentages, as
Hmm.
January goes, the market goes, right? That's the
Right.
rule.
Yeah.
January, I got the stats somewhere here if my eyes will focus. 84% of the time when January's up, year's up. Okay.
Hmm.
So that's the odds. 84%. This market's going to be higher. Don't make it more complicated than that. That's 100 years of data. Okay.
Yeah.
100
And
years of
we
data.
and
And
we are up
so,
about about 130 points so far this month.
yeah, and this month's over now. We started tonight. Well, excuse me, I said that wrong. I got ahead of myself, didn't I, Chuck? There's 2 more days before we can come to that conclusion.
Yeah.
Friday's the last day.
And we got a market that could do a lot of something, a little bit of nothing, or complete chaos in a bottom.
Exactly. But the point being, I think we have to recognize it. The point being is that right now the odds favor a higher ending than we started. That's what the odds say. Okay. And today the market went down to about 60.42 on the S&P, bounced up at 60.80. Tesla went down to 368. It's now at 405. Sort of you see the pattern, go down, make people think we're going lower, and then all of a sudden it reverses, they get caught short. Okay. It started Monday with the big sell-off we had. If you go back to Monday and look at the midpoint, we're 60.26, which means we're about 60 points higher than that. If you look at different things, folks, I don't know if y'all remember me giving you this, but I gave you a number last year. Said if we get higher than that, we should be bullish for the rest of the time period, you know, next 10, 15 days. Y'all want that number on the QQQ? I can give it to you tonight before I get started. All right, here it is. Write it down. 325.55. Same number it was last year in November when I said it. 320, I said 325, 525.55. 525.55. Write that number down. Currently, the QQQ is 522.21. So now you got it. I'm pretty excited, Chuck, because I think I've got the pattern, and I think that uh, you got to do what I would say is uh, you got to do what the market's telling you to do, and right now the market's telling me to be long. Okay, that's what it's telling me. 2 more days though before we can put it in the books. Can everybody hear me? Okay. Mel needs to get out and come back in, I guess. Let's get into it because I want to cover what I got to cover. I had a great conversation about this tonight's topic, and I think that we can have a lot of fun. But Chuck, I think it's going to be a good ending and maybe a better February. Okay, what I think. We'll see if it pans out that way. All right, folks, join my Telegram channel today. We had we had the nice open house during the Fed meeting. If anybody attended that, uh, it was pretty easy to see. It was a nothing burger, and then earnings after the close. If you think about that, earnings after the close, Meta's up $17, Tesla's up $7.50. Microsoft took a beating, but Microsoft always takes a beating. In the last year and a half after earnings for about a week and a half. Remember that, a week and a half, 10 days. That's what the data shows. And I told everybody that the day before we had Microsoft's earnings. Got more tomorrow, and I think it's going to be a good time tomorrow. Okay, that's what I think. All right, risk involved in trade. We know about that. And I think it's pretty exciting to know that there is risk involved in trading. That's what makes the reward. And you just got to be willing to take the risk before you can get the reward. Make sure you have a process. It's all about the process of trading. Former Air Force officer, active trader since the 70s, former member of the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. I have 3 books: Winning the Day Trading Games, Markets Never Sleep, and Trade to Win. Love working with the students. The best part of what I do is working with students, getting to know the students even better. In my opinion, I think the market's headed higher. We'll confirm that with the close higher than 59.50. That's the starting block, 59.50. If Tesla goes down to 390 and holds, you can buy it there, because that would be a test of the day's sell-off, and that would be something, in my opinion, you can make some money with. Now, if you look at the Seven Sisters, here they are. You're up 2% so far this year on the E-mini, 1.49 on the NASDAQ, up almost 4.77%. The DAX is up 10%. Germany's looking good. Gold is looking great. First month, 5%. Crude is up 1.46. Prediction time. You ready? Everybody ready for a prediction on crude? I think it's going lower. I think crude's going lower. I'll know once it breaks the great 70, and then we start the downside. Maybe as far down as 60. Okay? If you're in my futures education class, we'll take that trade maybe next Monday. Okay? Bonds are flat, slightly positive for the month. Now, my top 10 tickers. Okay, here they are for the week. NNE, I like this stock. Today it had a good day. It went over 40, backed up a little bit, tested the 35 area, closed at 37. I think it's looking higher. We take out today's high, we'll go up maybe this week and test the 48.55 area. Berkshire's bullish. If you look at bullish, it was a great call. It's at 470. I said if it goes above 465, you ought to be long. Gold has not breached the 257 area. PAS is getting close to breaking out at that silver PAS. TSM is way below the 225 area. NVIDIA is way below the 145. TQQ is way below the 88. MSTU, this stock, I think will make it to 20 by April. Bought it at 880. I've been buying it, selling it, using options as well as the stock. The SPY needs to get above 610 to have blue skies. And once we take out 531, we're off to the races. As Buck said, he's like I am. He's loving those MSTU trades. Now, part 2. We're going to talk about something that everybody here ought to be using. The Mag 7 about to ignite a volatility surge that could shake the markets. I've got one signal you got to know about. Write this down. 12 o'clock every day is a key time in the market. A key time. Learn how to trade it. Profits and performance shown are not typical. We make no future earnings claims. And hey, you may lose money. What you will see is our internal audit for June 9th, 2023 through November 11th, 2024. We have a real live algo that puts you on the right side of the market. It's called Genesis, okay? Look at this 78% win rate, a 17.8% average winner, and a 6% average return over 2 days. Do the math on that one. Our terms on the Trading Pub homepage for more information. Now, in trading, there will be losers, no black box miracle system, prints out winning trades automatically. This is non-biased, up or down. The whole purpose of our research and work with traders is to help give them an edge. Here's your edge. If people talk about edge, here's your edge. If you can't handle a losing trade, then we really shouldn't be trading with real money. Losses in trading have occurred, will occur in the future. Folks don't know, I'm Tom Busby. That's Jonathan on my right, Jeff Smith on my left. You might know me as the CEO of my private trading academy, DTI. I started it in 1996, and I'm proud of that. The biggest companies in the world reporting earnings. We had Microsoft today, Tesla today, Meta today. As you know, shockwave to markets in either direction. I think it's going to be positive. If you stand back and think about some of the cost cutting that's going on in the government and that's going to transfer to stocks themselves, they're going to have good earnings, I think, over this year. Mag 7 make up 1/3 of S&P 500 and half of the NASDAQ. Look at that. Look at what they did in 2024, 2023, and 2022. They carry most of the weight. Next few weeks, we'll see bigger swings in the stock market we've been used to. For some traders, that's a scary thought. For traders, that's a godsend, having good volatility. It's a juicy opportunity if you know what you're doing. You see, I've been able to build out what may be the most hands-free trading weapon that's ever existed. Worked on it for years, was able to get it computerized, and now it's there for everybody to use. Next generation smart algo automatically sends you high-powered trade alerts on autopilot. So you can stay away, look for your signal, and get to direction. Direction is a big part of your success when you know the direction and have odds that tell you, and the confidence that tell you it's going to work. Works in volatile markets like today. That means while you're out doing things you love to do, away from screens, you're informed. What time of day? Everybody type in. What time of day? 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Remember that time. 12 o'clock. Whenever you hear that ding in your pocket, here comes a high conviction trade. Like recently on October 7th. Look at this. Folks have been grabbing some lunch at your favorite restaurant. Heard that ding. Pushed a few buttons. Bang! 88% on that option trade. Without the joys of fresh air, ding on the phone, you set the trade, let it work. 91% gain. Remember it said 2-day holding period. 91% gain. Catching a quick water break from a tennis game. If you play tennis, you heard the ding. What time? 12 o'clock. 48% gain. Another ding on Thursday. Maybe you got a dog you out walking. 96% gain. There's that ding. Friday, place a quick trade, getting the biggest winner of the week on that Friday, 107% gain. Folks, this adds up by doing it the right way. Now, if you started with a small $1,000 starter investment in each, only 5 quick trades, 15 minutes total time to put those trades, exit those trades. That could have been an extra $4,314 in trading profits for the week. Do that average over 52 weeks. Would that help everybody if you're able to do that consistently? Well, here's the algo to do it. It's all thanks to that brand new, fully automated smart algorithm called Genesis. Now, to set the stage, this isn't like your old-fashioned trading software indicator. It's fluid. Whether the market goes up or down, the signals come. Unlike typical trading pools, which require you to do all the legwork, mainly searching for trades all day long, Smart Algo requires zero oversight. Each automatic alert includes everything you need to trade on the go. After a few master classes, you got a little cheat sheet there to help you. You're ready to go. Stock ticker gives you that. Entry price, profit target, where you're going to get out if you're wrong, and each individual stock to take a look. That means instead of that sitting in front of that computer like I have for so many years, You know, do other things. Waiting for the next trade setup. Target next win while doing the things you love to do. Freedom. Genesis Algo's combination of over 40 years of market experience. It's all automated in one place, and it's a whole new way to trade the stock market. Like what happened back on September the 12th. NASDAQ 100, dead in the water, not doing anything, chewing you up. Not much to write about there. But thanks to Genesis running 24/7 around the clock, folks could have hit the morning bicycle ride, heard the ding. What time? 12 o'clock, and read that QQQ was on the verge of breaking out over the next hour. With a 78% confidence rate. That's the key. You know, 78 out of 100 trades, you got the direction right, you're going to make money. Anybody could have set the trade with a few clicks on their phone, maybe invested $2,000 back to your day. Sure enough, when everything worked out, hit your profit target, an extra $1,723. Not bad. Now, a quick $1,000 from one trade is great, but that's not even close to the best part. Unlike a lot of strategies out there, it's very consistent. It works in up markets and down markets. You don't need to wait days or weeks for the next entry signal. Just automatically generate these extremely accurate trade signals 5 times a day. That means the smart algorithm delivers you a bunch of trade opportunity every single day. Look at the 3 other trades that would have hit on that same day. Gold was moving, 76% gain. SPY was moving, 164% gain. IWM, small cap, moving, 270% gain. Now, goes without saying, the markets don't come with guarantees. There's no magical button for instant wealth, but man, oh man, our internal audit overlaid hypothetical option trades on live trading signals showed remarkable results, and you cannot promise that this will continue. So if you're looking to get rich overnight, please do yourself a favor, log off. But if you're looking for an undeniable edge, what every good trader is looking for, it's a way to trade the markets like you've never seen anything like it before. You got a time of day to look at it. It's a significant time of day, then you need to look no further. With Genesis, you always have constant stream alerts firing off in your back pocket to choose from with tickers that are leading the pack. These are highly liquid. They have options that expire just about every day. No more headaches staring at confusing chart patterns. No more forcing low probability trades. Does the heavy lifting for you automatically and tells you where to go with your money. So, be part of our team. Look at the incredible breakthrough. Stay tuned. We go live from time to time. Because at the end of this broadcast, info say jump in on the next Genesis flag to break out today. I'll share the 5 stocks expect to move higher in 2025. Determine what could be the next great move. 83%, 96%. Now, how many of you would like to know at 12 o'clock every day where to put your money? I want to hear from you right now. Open up the chat for everyone, let everybody in. If you want today's trade alert free of charge, post Genesis in the chat. Let me hear you. Let's do it. Like I mentioned a moment ago, my name's Tom Busby. I got started in markets back in the 70s, been around a while. Since then, I've been featured all over the place, and I'm proud that my books are still one of the most valuable resources for traders of all levels. Where you just get started, just new to the game, or if you've been at it for a few decades, or if you've been out there spinning your wheels, get those books. And much of my success dates back to when I was handpicked by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, largest exchange in the world, and I had my own Globex firm. This was the forerunner to electronic trade. This is how I learned about the 24-hour market. One of 50 in the world to have it outside of Chicago, and that gave me insights to the market that I don't think no one else has. And it even helped me manage a firm so successfully, it was eventually bought out by the $1.3 trillion institution, Morgan Stanley. Now, I'm no longer on Wall Street, but I've been on a mission to show everyday folks how to tap into some of the same methods that have been kept away from the average Joe. Here's some of the stories from the best students. I call these love letters. Bruce, when I follow you, I make money. That's what you're trying to do. Be with somebody that's going to teach you how this works. I'm committed to help you all through the trade. Bob said the program's amazing, up over $2,000. Last week, Genesis Algo made 100% overnight. That's what Jim T said. Or Jason said 30% profit in 15 minutes. That was a quick mover there, already paid for the Genesis program. Now, I'll reveal how it works with these breakout stocks averaging that 78% win rate, putting you on the right side of the market. 16 months. That's statistically significant, folks. It's not, it might work. 78% win rate is unbelievable with market direction. A few live alerts fired off today, but first it's important to remember there's no get rich quick button when it comes to trading. So when you get the hands on the tool, be smart. Don't over leverage yourself because losses are always possible. Instead, be at that webinar I'm going to host tomorrow. You'll be invited to. And we'll use these trade signals to help grow your account over time. Genesis is designed to radically change the way you think about the market and how you look at the market. Now, most people believe buying fear and selling greed is the key to becoming a successful trader. I'm sure Warren Buffett's famous saying, buy when others are fearful and sell when others are greedy, sounds good on paper. You ever tried to do it? And while that's generally a great approach in theory, the sad reality is it's practically impossible for the average trader to execute that way. When fear is at its peak, the urge to sell can be overwhelming. You can't take it anymore. Let me out, which is always turns out to be the wrong decision. And when greed takes over, the temptation to keep riding the wave, that can lead to devastating losses. That's why you got to look at the numbers, let the numbers speak to you. So if you ever make critical mistakes in your own trading because you felt the fear of missing out or the fear of losing money, hey, I don't think it's your fault. As a human, these emotions are hardwired in, keep you in safety. It's a basic survival instinct. What you need is a way to overcome these human relation handicaps using more practical data-driven approach. What time of day are you going to look at market direction to get on the right side? I want to ask that question. Don't want you to attend tonight unless you know the time of day. You got to know the time of day for it to work. When it helps you a clear picture when stocks on the verge of breaking out. Check out what happened last July. At the time, SP was stuck going nowhere, chopping people up. They had no clue where the S&P was going to go, break out or crash. But if you knew on the candlestick right away, here you go. A 78% success rate so far on live results. Go back to the day and think about it. We had a buy signal on Genesis. What happened? In the short term, the market dipped, and in the long term, the market surged, and it's surging tonight. That's the kind of information I like to have. You should too. It's paying off right now. Of course you'd buy him. And you didn't have to be at the computer to catch the trade either. In fact, folks could have been teeing it up on the ninth hole, heard that ding, received the entry signal. You know where to put your stop loss. You know where your profit target is. You're ready to go and forget it. Click the view button from your cell phone and off you went. As the SPY hit the profit target the very next day, 73% gain. That's not even the best part, because the very next day, hey, I was out throwing the football with my granddaughter, heard the ding, placed a quick trade, and before dinner that night, made money. 96% gain on the SPY. Now, 2,000 each would have paid out 3406 in 24 hours. That's on charts with no directional bias to the naked eye. However, beneath the surface, the algo is working. Genesis is able to turn it not one, but two big winners. You might be wondering how Genesis is able to predict these quick breakouts over and over, sometimes multiple in a day. Well, it's all thanks to that breakout that happened during one very specific hour of the day, 12 o'clock Eastern. I call this the time of day, the Genesis hour. Now, most so-called experts will lead you to believe that the stock market's dead during that time period, like watching paint dry. But that could be further from the truth. Just look at that data. Look at that chart right there. It's telling you everything you need to know about the 12 o'clock hour, okay? Look at that. Look at the difference, the consistency. What you're looking at is the typical stock market return by each hour of the day, morning hours, midday hours, afternoon. Which one you want to trade in? Now, hardly any money may be being chopped up on the opening and closing times, but look at that midday, just noise. Genesis hour is hot and ready. Anyone identify the stocks breaking out during the Genesis hour can repeatedly target these quick moves. Look at the Russell 2000 small cap index. June 7th, anyone watching the opening hours of the day might assume that the small caps were ready to head lower. Knowing that now, you would have been shocked by the morning drop, but then during Genesis hour, everything changed. 12 o'clock. What time? 12 o'clock. With Asia and Europe markets closed, the noise gone, we're able to quickly see the Russell 2000 was breaking out. You'd been alerted right away automatically. Look what came next, 114% gain on the ticker IWM. What happened again on July 16th? In the morning, markets drifted slightly higher, not doing anything, chopping people up, not a ton of directional bias. During the Genesis hour, Wall Street showed the cards and IWM started breaking out. Once again, those boring lunch hours would have turned into a massive opportunity. Just like today, just like today. Genesis algo would automatically send the entry alert on IWM. Anyone would take about 30 seconds to place a quick trade, 125% gain. If that's not gorgeous enough, what should happen one more time a few days later? July 22nd, morning noise, Genesis hour breakout. Here we go. We'll build in option selection. We lay it out in advance. You know where to go. Your target, your stop loss, let it play. 280% gain on IWM. $1,000 in that last trade would have paid out $2,100 in profit overnight. I'm feeling good about tomorrow. Someone who was more confident started with, let's say, $2,500 would have pocketed $7,000 in pure profit. That's cash to cover a few months of your car payment, eliminate the stress of credit card debt, extra $7,000 to beef up the savings on a rainy day, all from that 24-hour trade. Now, I think that data might come as a shock to almost everyone here in this room. I mean, I've told countless times there's no money to be made in the middle of the day because everyone is off to lunch or taking break. I used to call it lunchtime in America, but the actual data tells a completely different story. You got to go with the data. So why are stocks breaking out during the middle of the day during the Genesis hour? Why does it mean something? Genesis hour is the first time in the day that stocks are able to move freely on their own. All the world is shut down. Eyes are on America. You see, most people assume that trade starts when 9:30 opening bell. That's what Wall Street tells you. That's not the case. The day starts much early in Asia at night. We're trading right now. Then Europe market opens. By the time the U.S. markets open, it's totally cluttered and filled with noise. With all the noise during the morning market action, nearly impossible to figure out what Wall Street is really doing. And it's nearly impossible to find which stocks are really breaking out. However, with the 12 o'clock Eastern rolls around, something really special happens. First hour of the day, the overseas markets are closed, and the first time we see Wall Street trading freely on their own, without the noise from international markets. That's why we see so many opportunities during the Genesis hour, because worldwide competition has been eliminated, and the U.S. is on center stage running the show. And anyone who spots stocks breaking out during 12 o'clock can then jump in ahead of what will be the next big move. For example, take a look at what happened back on August 19th. At the time, stock market was chopping around, going nowhere fast, a lot of noise. Genesis hour came, international markets were done. The S&P started breaking out. That's a clear signal Wall Street was buying up stocks in the first real hour of the trading day, and markets could go roaring higher. Anyone who placed a quick trade, could front run the move, could have seen a 45% gain on the spot. We're using these indexes to demonstrate the power. It gets even better when you take it to the next level. Take a look at what happened next. August 21st, S&P was dropping in the morning. That's just a bunch of noise. During the Genesis hour, Wall Street took complete control. Once the competition was eliminated, the markets were officially breaking out. Maybe you had lunch with some of your friends, heard that ding, letting you know the S&P was on the move, giving you specific criteria to take advantage of the opportunity, laid out in perfect, no doubt what to do. Anyone who clicked a few buttons to follow on would have seen a 67% gain on ticker spot. And as great as two big time winners would have been in a single week, 45 and 67, Anyone who followed along with the Genesis algo could have seen not two, not three, but 6 opportunities that week that paid big time. And all six would have won. Even a $500 count in that would have paid you $1,268, which isn't a life-changing sum of cash, but it's definitely enough to move the needle, especially considering that the week before would have been even better. 5 for 5 on the Genesis algo that week. It adds up, folks, by grinding it out. 4 of which would have paid 100%, $27.89 for the week, which reminds me of some of what the top students have said following trade alerts in the past. Just like old Hugh from Minnesota, 36.56, not bad. Or Jim, 2060, great way to start the month. About ready to start another one. Please pass along my thanks to Tom. It's simple, it's straightforward, and it works because you're following a process. Picked up an extra 3,200 on that one today. I love it every time I get those love letters. It makes me feel like I've done something really good to help people. Students like Hugh, Jim, and Ken know that all trading has been to be winners and losers, so never go all in on a single trade. Use a level bets. Lucky you don't have to. In a moment, I'll show you how to leverage these quick moves with explosive, cheap options that only run about $100 a contract. That's $1. So you can always start small and aim to grow your account over time by scaling it. You can start as little as $100 on this. I'm pretty sure everyone here can afford to get in on that. Of course, in order to get optimum returns, I wouldn't buy any stock going higher during the Genesis hour. You can get started with as little as 100. I'm pretty sure everyone here can afford to get in. Of course, in order to get optimum returns, you can't do that. Instead, I know which tickers are the strongest in the markets. The fastest horse leading the pack, that's the ones you want to play, and leading the breakout. The power zone, here's the key. It's a revolutionary tool that my team and I built to isolate stocks breaking out during the week. The power zone takes into account multiple key numbers, including a lot of detail. It takes you a lot of time to learn how to do this. Instead, get the conclusion, get the executive summary. Now, the tool could cost north of $500,000 to get up and running, but it's worth every cent. Whenever a stock crosses in the power zone during the Genesis hour, that's leading the pack and breaking out. And we could place a quick trade to let Wall Street do the heavy lifting for us. Now, once I've optimized the power zone for intraday charts, I'll be in live trading it with my own money. Do that before I tell you about it, mainly tracking each entry, each exit, and profit results. Results even better than I originally hoped for. Look at that model portfolio, 278.13. Not bad, huh? Stunning 78% win rate. But as impressive as that is, over the last few weeks, we've taken it to the next level, automated the whole thing. That means no more time standing glued to that machine. I've done that for years. No more writing on a piece of paper. We call it napkin math. Life's just got a whole lot easier. Signal normally comes around 12:05 each day. Then we place our quick trade to take advantage of it, knowing that Genesis algo is paid with a 78% accuracy on live trades, like with gold, caught the gold move. Not much going on during the morning trading hours, just noise. And then what happened? Right on time, 12 o'clock. Here it comes. Gold was breaking out in the power zone, telling us to do what? Go long. Gold went higher and closed at 5% for the month. Automatically alerted right around 12:05. You get the ticker, you get the you get the entry price, you get the stop loss, you get the profit target. Details all included, so you can practically set it and forget it. Place the trade, and you would have seen 83% gain on gold. Now, the program specifically to target these breakouts of these big ones. Moving in the most active phase. SPY and QQQ dominated by a handful of companies, like we explained. Mag 7 makes up 1/3 of those and half of the NASDAQ. And Mag 7 sent volatility soaring higher when they report earnings. We had that today. Here we go. And over the next week, 6 of the Mag 7 are going to report. You don't need a magic 8 ball to know the results before they report. With Genesis algo, simply piggyback on their move, riding the next breakout. That way you can automatically target the fastest horse once the smoke clears the room. Like the string of trades in May of 24, mid to Mag 7's first quarter earnings week. That's us, right? The markets were trading sideways all morning, just like the data showed. We knew the time of day. Then right on time, here at the Genesis hour, the SPY broke out into the power zone. Massive rally came next. And if you had the Genesis working for you, you automatically knew about it and knew what to do. You'd heard the ding right at 12. You don't have to look any further at these slides. Look at what happened today. It was right there for us to see it. 30 seconds plus that trade, cashed out 24 hours later, 160% gain on that SPY. Heard that ding, alerted you to a new trade in. Just 24 hours later, cashed out with 158% gain. Oh, this ought to get you excited. Didn't stop there. During earnings week, my algo sent out a third alert on SPY the very next day. Day in, day out. When it's running like that, that's when you grab onto that horse and ride it. 96% gain on that SPY. $1,000 invested in each of those would have paid out $3,600. And for someone more confident, starting with 5 times as much, it paid you $18,000 in a week. That ought to get your attention. Most folks know I love to make that type of money in a month, let alone 1 week. But you might be asking yourself, is it really that easy? Well, it depends on who you ask. Running countless strategy tests, working with market data, a lot of data out there, sophisticated programs built this tool. That wasn't very easy to do. Not very easy at all. But fast forward to the day we got it. Simple entry, alert on the phone with all the information needed to take the trade. I'd say riding bike is more difficult than following along with Genesis. I simply wait for Genesis to alert me right around noon each day. And if I like the trade, click a few buttons, I'm all set. Like back in June. Look at this, June 10th. Very boring market. But during Genesis hour, you got the breakout. With the Genesis algo, you immediately receive the alert with all the necessary information. And only 2 days later, looking at 87% gain on that ticker. Wow. Now, there's something to note with automated entries. Because we're able to get the signals in a split second without taking tons of time on our end, we get what's known as an execution advantage. You need it. Next day, same exact story. Tuesday, June 11th, like watching paint dry in the morning. No money to be made before noon, but in the Genesis hour happened at 12, 103% gain. And all week long, folks would have made money on the Genesis hour. Wednesday, well, waiting for that fish to bite. You heard that ding, 82% gain. Thursday, June 13th, another ding, maybe outside, enjoying the summer. That'll be fun. 94% gain on the spot. Or just relaxing. One final ding for the week, right at noon, 160% gain. Now, if you start with $1,000 on each trade that week, you'd have pocketed $5,275. And that's without compounding any of the gains. Someone who started with $5,000 looking at $26,378 in a single week, that'll erase a lot of sins. And the best part is that would have been zero heavy lifting on your part. Automatic trading algorithm does all the lifting for you. In fact, algorithm is so good, actually maybe replace me someday. And after unleashing this smart algo in the market a few months now, after booking over 100 trades with Genesis, count growth is 278%. Not bad. Ready to take it to you one more time. Get started tonight. Keep searching for the latest, greatest trading indicator or trading software or trading method. Hey, just get on the right side of the market during Genesis. Simplify it. Keep second guessing yourself, getting wrecked by your emotions. Call the guesswork and start trading in a process like a machine. Unlocking what could be your best trading year yet. And it's going to be a good one. So if you're ready to tap into the future of trading with this new approach to the market, then you're invited to take part in it tonight. Genesis. Say it. Genesis is the only smart algo I know that isolates stocks breaking out during the most trading hour of the day. Everybody else focuses on closes. We focus on 12 o'clock when Wall Street is in control. They generate it on the alert. You don't have to stay in front of the machine, giving you entry price, profit target, and stop loss, even for selecting the options right in the palm of your hand. Now, before you get the full list of breakout stocks at Genesis flag today, let me walk you how the membership is going on to work. Every day, Genesis will scan through the biggest, most liquid stocks out there. SPY, QQQ, IWM, GLD, USO. When it flags one of these tickers breaking out during the Genesis hour, you'll immediately hear that ding in your pocket. You'll get the ticker, the entry price, stop loss, profit target, all internalized. You'll know where to go, set it and forget it. Everything you need to target would be your next great win. 51% gain on ticker QQQ. Easy as 1, 2, 3 to access these Genesis trade alerts. You can opt in to receive automatic Genesis alert via Telegram starting today. Got a Telegram channel for it, and there's no delay in getting the next entry alert. 24/7 members portal has all the details. There's no download required. Genesis Smart Algo Masterclass that I put together. It walks you through the how-to. I do my best to answer any questions you might have. You'll find that recorded version right there tonight. And you can expect an average of 2 to 5 alerts per day on average. There's no shortage of opportunities. Now, if you want to trade the underlying stock with these, go ahead and do it. But if you want to target some of these big outside gains like I showed you, you need to use options. If you're new to options, that's okay too. I've got a course that you can go through. It's totally part of this package. You get to use the most basic form of options available called call options by applying them to these Genesis trades, no harder than shooting a layup. And for those who want to dig a little deeper into options, unique ways to leverage the Genesis alert to target great returns, I got that for you also. We have Options Bootcamp 101, a video that will teach you everything. Plus, if you want to get a little income every week, how would you like to have the exact time that gives you about an 80% success rate after Genesis for income? Anybody want that? I'll cover that tomorrow. I even teach my personal selection high-powered weekly options that are low price, but have shown the power to pay massive returns. If you get joined tonight, we'll hit the ground running tomorrow, like the Genesis trade alert on October 11th, $92.92 a contract, 107% gain. 84 cents, $84 a contract, 266% gain. Let's say you put $2,500 in each of those trades, that's $93.25 in cash, banked. Now, your VIP program started around $10,000 per year. I think the price tag would be more than fair, but if you're here live tonight, you get a special. Nothing like Genesis out there. I've used any program out there to use Genesis for market timing. It's not going to be the 10,000. The amazing deal is for those people who want to take advantage at night. Let's open the doors, get everybody jazzed up about it, get these type returns on a couple of days on stocks breaking out. And I rework the algo to alert us when certain stocks are breaking down and get breaking down. Wall Street is aggressively selling when overseas markets are closed. Not only do these Genesis downside trades offer you a warning, some of your best investments, they also give you a clear-cut path to target some big moves to the downside. Entry, profit target, and stop loss, everything you need to take advantage of. These downside trades have the same profit potential as upside. And I'm not saying that, but some of the biggest opportunities from the study would have been downside moves. For example, consider that 3-day market crash we saw back last July. I remember. Just had a reverse, 168% gain on that SPY. 283% gain on that SPY. A 324% gain on that ticker, gold. Oh, I love to trade gold. 2000 last trade would turn in 84.80 overnight. And that's just one of the 3 downside trades that hit that week. With the Genesis downside trade bonus included, it's no surprise that price for this membership officially said on our website, $42.95. Right there. But if you join, listen up, here comes the deal. $42.95 for 1-year access. Here's the extra surprise that's coming. Bonus number 1, $500 off, but not just that, 5 times per day. That's $2,500 off the price. Wow. $2,500 off that price. $17.95 for complete access. The current run rate, type of opportunities I just showed you, if everything goes as planned, the entire membership fees is probably paid off within 5 or 6 days if you follow the plan. Everything just puts icing on the cake, like some of the stock students have done. Here's one. Subscribed last Friday. Already recovered his capital plus $1,000 extra. Pretty quick, huh? Not bad. Newest members, I'd like to see everybody start out that way. That's why I'm going live tomorrow with you. That's what I'm going to do. Bonus number 2, half off because I'm live. Pretty cool. If you take action tonight, half off of a heavily discounted rate. Makes it a no-brainer. Price is half off, takes it to $8.97. That's only a trade or two. Wow. Pretty cool. $8.97 off is unguaranteed for the first 250. I don't know how many's left. We talked about it the other night. Don't be left out. Now, if you take action tonight, we'll get support going, get it ready, we'll go tomorrow. The deal's been cut off. You don't want to miss out on this. Take advantage of it right now. After that, they might change it and you'll pay more if you want it. So if you're ready to be a member, click the link in the chat. Drop the link, Adam. Drop the link. Here it comes. Take the spots. Go to dtitrader.com/Genesis or call 904-416-1776 and press 1. Go to dtitrader.com/Genesis. Get one of these half off memberships. Don't close the page. You'll be offered lifetime. Upgrade it. No renewal fees ever. And you get free access to the Genesis Algo Indicator, the Genesis entry signals on the live most popular stocks. Now you can do any ticker you want to put in there for Genesis and be ready to fly. Instant access for free, meaning even more of these epic setups, even more stocks. All you want to do. Upgrade your account to lifetime to get it. Today's only guaranteed for the first 250 through the door. Hey, we got to be close to hitting that number. Don't miss out. Just fill up free. Get on board. We're going live tomorrow. Scholarship hour. If that's you, you're ready to take control of your finances. Inside your members portal, you get another gift bagged at $9.95. Special cheat sheet available that no one else has. It's my personal cheat sheet, how to do this. Inside all the stocks. And if you're a gold member, you know who you are. Call in, talk to one of our people. They'll give you a bonus so good you'll be jumping out of your seat. The new Genesis entry is waiting for you right now. Go to dtitrader.com/Genesis. Genesis has been in the works for a long time. We got it. Take advantage of it. Look at that trade. Not bad. Even 500, that would have paid $15.75. Hear what some of the best students said. Oh, Dickens, $1,930 profit in less than 4 days. Nancy, 1606. Denise has a small account up 2,000. Not bad. Eddie, great trader, 100% success rate. Go on and on. Here's a few more top stories. Been trading for 24 years, old George. Not only is Tom one of the best traders I've ever met in life, but he's also a heck of a nice guy. Very humble, I don't know about that, and down to earth. I'm very down to earth, which is rare for a trader. Up 12,000. Can you believe that? Thanks for the service, Tom. Made a subscription back the first week. 2,000 a day by Robert. Wow. All amazing stories. I can't hate for hear from more people like Robert, Sylvia, and George. Get the best deal membership tonight. See it work for yourself. Grab lifetime plus the indicator on the next page. New Genesis entries are waiting for you. dtitrader.com/Genesis or call 904-416-1776. One more thing. As you clearly see, it's hardly money made during the open and close. Focus on that 12 o'clock time. Real money's made once you get the Genesis hour out of the way. Takes the emotions out of it. Makes it consistent. June 17th, opening hours with nothing. During the Genesis hour, everything changed. There comes the move. Asia and Europe markets closed, the noise gone. Able to quickly see the Russell's breaking out. You've been alerted right away automatically, whether you're in front of the computer or on your phone. Look what came next. 114% gain. Again on July 16th. In the morning, markets drifted slightly higher, not a ton. Look at that one. Wow. Once again, they call it boring, but it's not boring at 12 o'clock. Massive opportunity. Genesis Algo would have automatically sent you entry alert on IWM. Anyone taking about 30 seconds to place a trade would have made 125% on that one. And that's just not gorgeous enough for you. Watch it happen one more time a few days later, July the 22nd. What I like about it also keeps you out of the market when you are to stay out of the market. That helps you too. Just our breakout here. Built-in option selection, profit target, and stop loss. Genesis entries are waiting for you. Go to dtitrader.com/Genesis or call 904-416-1776. Notice that stocks are most active and bullish during the 12 period hour or so back for what most people are taught. Take a look at that report over the last 10 years. It proves the point, doesn't it? Look at it. Look at it closely. Average movement S&P during each hour of the day. Market open. 11 o'clock. And so on and so forth. 12 is historically the most bullish time to trade. It's not even close. It's a landslide. You don't want to miss out on the Genesis hour. You don't want to miss the next automated entry. I wrote about this back in 1996. Now we got the data to prove what I deserve. At $7.95 per year, the offer is a no-brainer. But if you buy tonight at $8.97, you feel it's not to try. Before you open up the chat, really quick, I want to go through a few commonly asked questions. 5 stocks you expect to move higher. Can you share these tickers with us? Here they are. I expect NVIDIA to be higher in 2025. Tesla to be higher. Berkshire's already started moving. DJT had a big day today, and gold's already moving. You'll start receiving your alerts as soon as tomorrow. Via Telegram, the platform's free, extremely easily to sign up for. You have that win rate behind you, the confidence to take the trade and make it work. Is it for beginners? I think no better way a beginner can start trading than use that. You got 14 days to try it out. Ain't loving it after your first 2 weeks, get a refund. That's what I'd tell you. Then you have plenty of time to pay for the trade. Will it be a masterclass? Oh yeah, tomorrow we're going to have a live masterclass. And I'm glad you mentioned options. Are they complex? No, they're not complex. Straightforward. Do you have profit target stop built in? Of course we do. I'll teach my risk management practice plus additional tips and tricks. Do you need a big account to trade Genesis? No, you can start out very small and grow it over time. Remember, folks, today's live webinar discount is only active while I'm live. Don't pay the $42.95 online. Don't pay the $17.95. Go to dtitrader.com/Genesis or call 904-416-1776. Now, here's the big bonus. I decided that I'm going to do 10 trades with you on Genesis as a bonus, where everybody that signs up tonight will have a scholarship move over the 10 trades I give you. That's something I've never done in this program. I'm doing it right now, so take advantage of it tonight. That's right. We'll start with our first one tomorrow. Hot off the presser from Kevin. Helps you understand the changes in the market when Europe is not trading more. It's improved his entry and exit positions. He strongly recommends it for beginners or experienced. He likes what we do. New Genesis entries waiting for you. Go to dtitrader.com/Genesis or call 904-416-1776. So the big bonus kicks off tomorrow after the master class. What else could you want? You got 14 days to see it work. Get on board. The night's tonight, as they say. Call 904-416-1776 if you got any questions. Go look at the market right now. It called a buy today. Look at the market right now. That's proof in the pudding, the way I look at it. In fact, if you're in TNT, you got a trade that you're going to be smiling tomorrow morning on because of that. Jonathan will post that, John, the time we got second. Yeah, Fred, you're included automatically as a former member. You'll get the 10 trades. It'll be a bonus. I just decided I'd do 10 trades by the book where everybody can see how it's done. Okay? Because I really want you to enjoy this app the way I do. 11:30, the kickoff of Genesis Hour. Fred, we're going to take care of you, my friend. Met Fred last week. Had my 3 books plus one that I forgot about. Trading in the 21st century. First one I ever did. I was so impressed he had it. I went out and got me one. I couldn't find it. Ordered it off Amazon. It was that good. Sometimes, you get on something and you forget about things. It was the book that built DTI. I call it the book, the very first book. It's called, here it is right here. It's called Roadmap to the Markets, right there. It's not a new idea, this roadmap to the market. It is the idea. Folks, I'm tired of people flopping around. It's time you make some money and erase the sins of the past. These next 10 trades that I do in here, you'll have them and you'll be part of it. Be part of it with me. That's all I can do. Any questions? Anybody got any questions? Any questions at all? Adam says take the VIP off from the next page after signing up. That way you get the Genesis indicator for any stock out there. Okay? Be sure to take it. All right. It's 9 o'clock right now. Any questions anybody has? Market's going higher. And if we take out 6105, be sure to listen to T-Buzz TV in the morning. I'll kick you off with today. I'm pretty excited about what I'm seeing. Pretty excited. I'll be there in the morning, Fred. I'll get started early tomorrow. I've been talking to a lot of great people. This is going to be the year I'm dedicating 2025 to our best year yet. Okay? We got a couple days to kick off February. We'll have the odds. If we close above and are positive in January, you got an 85% chance the year is positive. Wouldn't it be great to have a way to navigate through that? And I'll be with you to do it. Let's do it together. Thank everybody for being here. I'll see you on the flip side. Have a good evening.